Good morning, everyone listening out there. This is just a wake up thought. The time is around 3 a.m. here in Zambia. I want to give a comment on what is happening currently in the Western Province uh, regarding the resignation of quite a number of councillors. I think 2, 3, 4 is quite a number, especially for elected officials such as ward councillors in Western Province. It could mean a lot of things. It could mean that the councillors simply do not understand their work and do not appreciate their role in society and the contribution that they actually make, or they actually could make. Or it could be intra-party frustrations, which could mean that the party perhaps is not appreciating them enough. Perhaps they feel they are not being given the necessary support. Perhaps some of them would even want to contest as parliamentarians in the forthcoming elections in 2021, and they have been shown red flags, or they've been told that they cannot contest, or they cannot be adopted because another candidate is coming to contest. So all those things could explain why we have these resignations happening. But I think my message is particularly going to the councillors themselves. I think choosing to run for a political office is a battle in itself. It means that you choose first to represent the people before you choose to align yourself with a grouping. I think the first group that should come to your heart, the people that vote for you, the people that had to wake up around 05 to go and queue up at some primary school, walk through the heavy sand in Mongo, in Sesheke or in Senanga, to vote for you. So these are the people that deserve an explanation. If there is anyone that you should explain to, the electorates in your ward, because they are the ones that had to come and vote for you. They are the ones that had to spend transport monies. Others probably even came from other cities. They had been transferred for work, but had to come back because they're registered voters in your ward, and they had to come back and vote. So it's a very big disappointment that you could just walk away like that. I mean, you plan for your life. If you're going to run for office and you know that your term is 5 years, you plan for what you're going to be doing in that 5 years. You plan for where you're going to be staying during that 5 years, what kind of business you're going to be doing, if at all you have any other business apart from the business of the community. You had to plan for this. You really had to plan for it. And for you to write later, put some ink on one-page paper and give to the council chairperson and party officials and tell them that you are no longer going to be serving in your capacity as councillor is a disappointment. I encourage those of you that have not resigned, those that were intending to resign anywhere in the Patriotic Front, in the UPND, I think to take some time to reflect on why they're there in the first place. It's a battle that you should fight. It's a battle you should fight. You would rather be known as an arrogant, non-compliant member, but who stands with the community, than be chickens out after having people do so much for you. I know family members and friends probably had to put in their cars, pump fuel into your car for your campaigns. So much had to be done. I understand how expensive an election is because I have been in one before. I've campaigned for colleagues of mine, friends of mine, and we have done a lot. To that effect, I know how much goes in. I know the fatigue. I know the long nights, long days, the sleepless nights, the finances, the hard work, the bringing of people together from different towns to even come and camp in your own ward, in your own constituency, to help you win. And now that you win, you just want to leave. I mean, it's so unfair. It's unfair to the country because now we have to spend a lot of money, a few months before the general elections. I think it's unfair. You have to sit down. You need to think through. What you're going to be doing. and let it sink in your mind first that the people deserve a proper explanation from you. And maybe it is a wake-up call as well that right now I think UPND officials should be waking up at this time to just think through and ask themselves why their councillors are living like that. It can be an intra-party problem, like I said earlier, and it's something that needs to be addressed, and it has to be addressed now because it's becoming alarming now. It's no longer just one of those things where someone says, I want to go to school, the other one says, no, I want to become a traditional leader. I mean, didn't you know that didn't you prepare to be a traditional leader? You are leading an entire community, and now you're saying you want to be a village headman, and so you're dumping everyone. I mean, it's not just fair. It's not fair to the party itself, but I think the party should introspect and really think through what is going on and try to find a lasting solution. I discourage intimidation because I know it may be one of those things that they can be thinking about. Maybe let's intimidate the remaining royal ones to see that they not go out of the line, but I don't think that's a starter. And I think the UPND and other parties, I think, should be able to sit down and see how they can motivate those that represent them in different areas, in different communities, so that they are motivated, I mean, to continue with the cause. Every party has a cause, and I believe the UPND has a cause too, and they need to motivate their people to work hard, to stay strong. I know being in the opposition is not a small issue. It's a big challenge. You face a lot of difficulties, both financial and otherwise. So let's stay strong. And for the young people out there, this is an opportunity, especially for young people, for those wards that have become vacant now. I think I pledge my support to young people that are going to step up and contest for those seats. Whatever kind of support we can give at our individual capacity, at our individual level, and also as the Youth for Parliament movement, because remember, I come from the Youth for Parliament movement, so it's a known agenda that we want more and more young people to aspire for these leadership positions, and to actually have young people that are ready and are willing and have groomed themselves to make a difference in their various communities and at national level as well. So I'm hoping that these seats are going to be grabbed by young people, but I'm also hoping that the political parties themselves are going to have some time to introspect but find a lasting solution to these by-elections that we've been having. Yeah. So thank you very much. If you've got any comments, you've got something to ask concerning this matter, I've got your own views, your own thoughts, please do leave them in the comment section. I'd really appreciate, because I love to know what others are thinking. This is just my opinion, doesn't represent any organization or anyone else. It is a voice of a young person somewhere here trying to think out loud.